This is what we're getting ready to work on today. We have a Datsun pickup right here and another Datsun pickup over here. They're 1968s. This one has no drivetrain other than the rear diff, missing engine and transmission, but the body is in good shape on this one, or I should say better shape than the other one. Check out the inside of this thing. It's all original, even though it's dilapidated and in rough shape. It's all original and looks actually decent. It's doable, it's fixable, let's just say that. Door shuts good. A little bit of rust here and there. This one does have a drivetrain in it, and this is one we're gonna try and get running today. Oh, I get the door sticks on it. My kitty cat, Chloe. She's a nice kitty cat. Anyways, rough inside. Equally as rough as the other one, maybe even a little worse. Should be a 4-speed. First thing I need to do is get them cleaned up. Let me show you under the hood. There is the engine, a little 4-banger. I think it's a 1.3. Not positive on that, but I'm pretty sure. Should be a fun project. Look at this hood. Woo! I'm gonna try and fix that hood, I believe, and I think I can. I'm gonna start by pressure washing these things, at least this one today, so I don't bring mice and nasty stuff into my shop. And we'll figure out a way to drag it in. I didn't do it, but I have to fix it. Somebody pulled it by this rod and it won't steer, obviously, so I'm gonna straighten it up, put it back on. Let's check this engine out and see if it's salvageable. It is crazy clean inside of the valve cover. Does have antifreeze, and it actually looks pretty good too. We'll check the oil. Not a drop on the dipstick at all. That's not a good sign. It smells like gasoline. Oh, I did a good job taping that on there when I pressure washed it. Yikes. I want to take this carburetor off because it's got like dirt in there and stuff, mud daubers. So I just want to get it off of there so it doesn't suck it in the engine. White chalky mess in the intake. I need to clean that out. All the plugs look the same. It was running rich. Gets to a certain point turning and it stops. So I don't know if there's a little rust ring on the end, hopefully, of the cylinder, one of these cylinders. This end one looked like the spark plug was rusty, so that's probably the culprit. All freed up. None. don't know why this thing doesn't have any oil in it. It's black, doesn't appear to be any metal in it. That's a good sign. But man, it just doesn't have any oil in it. Let's see if it'll crank over. I have the towel here so it don't spray me in the face with oil, hopefully. And I got it all hot wired, I think. I don't know, let's see. Yep, I do. Well, it sounds good. Let's check the cylinders. Dead hole. Good. Dead hole. Looking down in the holes, the pistons are going up and down. So I need to take the valve cover off and see what's up in there. The inside of the cover looks good. It hasn't been sweating in there. That valve's stuck, and that valve's stuck. Oh, ha-ha! Now for this one. Not the best way to do it. I'm going to be gentle about it and just rock the engine so the piston taps it nice and light. I know it's not the best thing to do, but that's what I'm going to do. Now we need spark. I'm just going to hook this up to the positive. That should charge our distributor down here. I think it has points in it. Kind of unrealistic thinking that that cap and points and everything in there aren't corroded, so we'll take those off now. Well, I have to laugh. I just said it was unrealistic to think everything inside the cap wasn't corroded all to heck. This cap's brand new with no corrosion whatsoever in it. Amazing. But we need to check the points. So we have spark. I now need to figure out the firing order and wire it up. All wired up. 1, 3, 4, 2. Let's see if it'll fire up. It'll be amazing if it does. Oh. Aha! We've got some life in her anyways. That was awesome. We've got a runner. For the few seconds it ran, it sounded pretty good. If there ain't no fire, it ain't no good YouTube video, that's what I say. Not sure what went wrong here, but something certainly did. All the oil is out on the floor. Let's raise it up and see where it's coming from. This explains why there was no oil in it when we first started working on it, I'm sure. Nothing serious. Looks like a rusty oil pan. Actually not even rusted. It's just cracked and it's clean metal right there. There's a glimpse inside the oil pan. Doesn't look terrible, doesn't look great. Our oil pickup tube has seen better days. Somebody has repaired it with a piece of rubber hose and 2 hose clamps. If you're curious, and I don't know why you wouldn't be, that is the other side of the pickup tube where it's broke off. I thought our oil pan had a crack, but it actually has a hole, and the odd thing about it is it came from the inside out. Either way, should be an easy repair. I believe our engine is going to need a rebuild. Not a surprise. I'm going to take this rod bearing off so we can take a peek and see how bad it is. This is our #1 rod bearing journal, and it's actually in good shape considering that we have play up and down. It's okay to have a little bit of play side to side, but up and down indicates a worn bearing and usually a worn journal, but in this case, just the bearing. This is our Babbitt bearing, and it is showing somewhere. It's starting to get into the copper. You could probably actually still even run this engine, but I don't like the amount of play it has in it. What does all this mean? It means we're getting ready to rebuild an engine. The reason why is because there's very little wear on the engine right now, and if I do it now, put new bearings in it, new rings, seat in the valve, stuff like that, I won't have to have any machine work done. If we continue to run this engine, I'm taking a risk and a chance that we're going to damage things more, and then we will have to have machine work done. So stay tuned for the Datsun 520 build with the Kentucky Yankee. We'll see you next time, guys.